thank you for taking the time to do this. I know you're at Planet 13 today,
Yeah.
promoting Ric Flair Drip, Tyson 2.0. So it's good to get a
Yes.
chance to talk to you a little bit about what's going on. How was the
Okay.
day for you so far?
Phenomenal. Every time I think I see something big, it gets bigger. If that makes sense.
Are you talking about as far as Ric Flair, or are you talking about the brand?
So the brand, well, the cannabis brand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We partnered with somebody new, and just had a great turnout at Planet 13, and people were buying the product left and right, and everybody's happy, which is all that matters to me. If they're happy, then we can enjoy it.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for. And I know Planet 13 is Las Vegas's #1 cannabis shop, so obviously that's
I didn't realize I'd been here before,
mm-hmm.
but I actually walked upstairs to look over, just see the old overview of today, and it was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. One of the other things I did want to talk about is, obviously you signed with AEW. You were a surprise for Sting.
Yeah.
I thought, it was kind of interesting because you guys were always rivals, but then you talked about how he's one of your closest friends.
Well, actually, we've just stayed. I would not call him my closest friend. I would just say we've always been friends.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I mean, we've been close friends, but Steve, we don't. He's like Steamboat. I didn't socialize with those guys. I just made money with them, and because I'm a little bit different, as we all are aware of. And I do my thing. Those guys are a little bit more conservative than I am. So considerably more conservative. But we have mutual respect, all of us, and the word respect means the world to me. And Steve always says that I made him. Shit, he made himself that night. Mm-hmm. Who goes 45 minutes when you've never done more than 10?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what's it been?
I thought it was 52 minutes, but Meltzer told me it was 45. I think he knocked a few seconds off.
So what's it been like now? You saw the initial reaction to not only just you being there, but then you signing with AEW. Can you talk a little bit about what the plan is for you as far as like how often we're going to see you? Because I know you said you want to be there through the end. But
those are the kind of questions I can't answer because, to be honest with you, I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm not obviously going to talk about the contract, but
mm-hmm.
I just know that I'm looking forward to working for him. And the reception backstage for me was over the top, and that's all you want. I don't want to be a politician. I don't want to do anything. I just want to do what they ask me to do and do the best job of it I can. So, and hope they turn me loose.
So you do keep saying that, which I think is interesting because, and if you give me some leeway here, at different times you've said, I'll never retire. And then you feel like, okay, I'm satisfied with this. But then you've said, I wish I could have another shot at the last match. And you've said that AEW won't let you wrestle, but what are your expectations?
No, I didn't say that. I said they won't ask me to.
Okay. So they won't ask you
I always get turned around. Said they won't ask me to. But I just feel very strongly, and this is a point that you can emphasize 10 points over. I think if you are in a managerial role and you were put in a position of getting heat on somebody, which ultimately, after Steve retires and they keep me along, I would love to do that. But I think it's important. It's very important to be, if you're going to help get the heat, then you got to be able to get knocked down. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's no better answer to the question than that. I don't expect to wrestle. Could I? Yes. because I'll learn from my mistakes. We all learn from past mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that'll ever happen. But I certainly want to be able to feed a guy if I've helped get heat on him, because it's only fair to the babyface, or the good guy rather, that he gets a shot at the guy. Eventually, that's how they prevail.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the villain, and then they beat anybody else. They have to smack someone around that's associated with them. That makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
I am cleared for that.
Okay. So,
and even if I wasn't, I'd feed. That's the way it works.
Okay. I know you're advertised for Full Gear. You're going to be in the corner of Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland. Everybody knows him as Edge. But what sort of expectations do you have as far as you're going to be in their corner? You talked a little bit about being a manager, but do you consider yourself a manager for this match, or what do you put a label on being in Sting's corner right now, or are you just kind of feeling it out right now?
I have no idea what I'm doing there. And that's a totally, as completely honest as I can be. I don't know what my role will be.
Well, no,
I'm excited to be there.
No, I understand that. I just mean, how do you see it? Do you consider yourself Sting's manager, or are you his? Peer?
I think I'm a guy that's lucky enough to be along for the ride, mm-hmm. and what happens. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
As Pedro Morales said years ago, I'm ready for any kind of action. And by the way, I'll have a blade on my finger, brother, so you can pass that along. I don't go to work without a blade.
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'll take an aspirin so I really bleed.
One of the other guys that you've said you wanted to work with, if you got the chance, you had some nice things to say about MJF, and
I think he's awesome. Yeah. But
so Paul,
I'm looking forward to the day we can have a one-on-one.
So Paul White just said that MJF was a modern version of you. He clarified. He said, obviously Rick is one of a kind. There's no other Ric Flair, but he sees a lot of MJF in you. I know you want to get a chance to sort of have a verbal confrontation with him, but what sort of...
No. I actually hope that nobody ever is me, because they don't want to be where I've been and what I've done. But he is really a talented kid. I mean, talented as hell. But I have no idea. I've never heard a nighttime story about him yet, when half my life is nighttime stories. So it's not how good I was in the ring. It's what happened afterwards.
Anybody else you do want to work with?
Oh, I want to manage Manny. What do you think?
This is me, and I know a lot of other people said it, but this was armchair quarterbacking or armchair booking. We were thinking that was going to be the go-to right away, Well,
I hope it is sometime. I'm telling you, Manny is a 240-pound heavyweight, and if you didn't see that match with him and Daniel Bryan's son brother, Daniel Bryan, I was taken back by it. Manny can do shit that nobody else can do. Mm-hmm. I would love to manage him, but that's all after Sting.
And I feel like
if they keep me around,
I feel like to a certain extent, fans really haven't gotten a chance to see Andrade. And I'm talking about domestic, AEW fans, because his work in NXT was fantastic. I know he just talked about it, I think last night, the NXT TakeOver match with Johnny Gargano. I was there live. It's still one of the best matches I've ever seen. And then he has his work
last night. Who was it?
He was just reminiscing about his match with Johnny Gargano at NXT TakeOver.
Hey, let me tell you something. Manny's a working fool, and he's 240 pounds. Mm-hmm. He's not a little kid. He's a full-fledged heavyweight. and he takes English lessons in left and right, but it's still hard to get to holler and scream and be fluent in English and say the things so that it comes out without, in a broken. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
In other words, I need to be his heater.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he can do the work. He can talk, but I can do the talking, and he can live up to every goddamn thing that it's guaranteed. I promise you, he will be. If they let me manage him, people will never forget the moment.
I've been waiting for a moment like that for him because, like I said, I was at that match.
Everybody has been, man. I'm telling you, he's the man.
I hope we get that chance, but like you said, we'll wait and see what happens after I guess Revolution. See what happens with you and Sting. Anything else you're looking forward to about just working in AEW in general?
No, I'm just glad to be back in the business. I love Tony Khan. It's a very relaxed atmosphere. There's no everybody. I feel like I felt comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't ask for my own dressing room. I don't do anything special. I just like going. I like hanging around with the guys. It's been my whole life, forever.
Mm-hmm. Full Gear's gonna be one of the next times we can see you on AEW programming. We got together talking about Ric Flair Drip. You're at Planet 13 today.
No, I'll be in Ontario the Wednesday before, getting warmed up for the LA.
Okay, nice little West Coast extended trip. So
exactly.
Ric Flair Drip. I know you just launched the energy drinks. Woo Energy.
Can I tell you this too?
Sure.
I got more wrestlers reaching out to me now than ever in my life going, hey, Rick, how about some Woo Energy and some Ric Flair Drip? We deliver. I'm the most popular guy in town, man.
Anything else you have going on that you want to promote before I let you get out of here?
Nah, it's okay. Everything's good.
All right. One more last thing I did want to say. We were supposed to talk a couple weeks ago for when you did the launch of the coin at Comic-Con.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to say I watched them open those cards in the packs while you were sitting there signing.
Yeah.
I have never, I didn't think it was going to be that exciting. They were going nuts. And, people online just, looking at, oh, they're getting out this version of the coin. And, what was that like sitting there just watching that go on?
Great. Let me tell you something. There's no greater guy alive today than Ryan Fitterman. Mm-hmm. I love Ryan Fitterman, and he makes me a lot of money. I love working for him, and he's the one that introduced me to those people, and they're wonderful people.
That's good to hear that, and
they're successful, and it's a family-run business, and it was very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was exciting to watch. Thank you again. I think we're out of time, so I just wanted to say thank you again.
We're cool, man. No problem. Thank you very much.
All right. You have a good night. Enjoy your...
yeah, you too. And thanks for... Hey, remember, I'll have a blade on my right finger.
Okay. We'll look for it.
With makeup on it. You won't see it.
All right. All right. We'll look for something, but enjoy your trip.
I won't disappoint.
All right.
Bye, wild man.
All right. Bye.